The city lights shimmered like 1,000 fallen stars, but for Mara, they were nothing compared to the storm inside her heart. At 24, she was vibrant, ambitious, and fiercely independent, yet life had never handed her more than fleeting moments of comfort. Growing up in a small apartment tucked into quiet streets, she often dreamed of a world she could barely touch, a world of wealth, elegance, and people who whispered about art, power, and luxury, a world distant yet tantalizing in her imagination. It was at a charity gala, a rare opportunity she attended on a friend's insistence, where Mara first saw him, Alexander Sterling, a man seemingly carved from another era. Silver hair slicked back like polished moonlight, tailored suits that whispered money and influence, and eyes so piercing that Mara felt he could see through her very soul. He was 58, a titan in business, rumored to own half the skyline, and yet, when he smiled, there was warmth, not arrogance, a rare softness in a life so meticulously polished by wealth, power, and solitude. Their first conversation was cautious. He complimented her dress. She laughed nervously, saying she could never belong in his world. For a fleeting moment, the gala faded around them. Mara tried to dismiss it afterward. He was older, richer, a man whose life had begun decades before hers. How could she, a young woman from nothing, ever belong in a world so untouchable? But Alexander did not let go. He sent flowers, notes, and sometimes simply waited at a cafe she frequented, quietly, patiently. Slowly, Mara found herself drawn not to his fortune, but to the loneliness behind his perfectly controlled exterior. He was a man haunted by losses, mistakes, and the isolation wealth often brings. Somehow, in her youthful laughter and fearless energy, he found a spark he thought long lost. Their love became a delicate balancing act. Society whispered, friends questioned. Mara wrestled with herself. Was this love, or intoxication with the forbidden? Each stolen afternoon, each quiet dinner where the chaos of the city melted away, felt real. Alexander shared stories of his youth, fears, and lessons learned. Mara shared dreams he had stopped daring to dream. Together, they built a fragile sanctuary where age, wealth, and status melted into a yet drama lingered. Rumors of scandals spread. Jealousy festered in boardrooms. Mara confronted her insecurities. Could she truly love someone whose life was so different? Could he trust someone so young with a heart hardened by decades? Tension mounted, culminating in a confrontation that could have ended everything. But true love thrives in adversity. Mara and Alexander, after nights of doubt, tears, and confessions, found clarity. Love was never about age, money, or status. It was about vulnerability, courage, and the willingness to fight for a connection that